My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time, we advanced Sorceress Sellen's quest. We discovered Lusat, who actually I should probably go back and report, hey, found Lusat. What's next? In fact, I will mark a waypoint over there. This is not actually where I meant to go. That's where I meant to go, but we found a new thing still in the Cliffbottom Catacombs. Let's also get some light on. Ah, I see you up there. In fact, two things I can test at the same time. I'm gonna raise this up so I can stand on mountains. Nothing through the bottom. Probably not gonna bother bringing that back down though. Yep. Actually, how's my feint attack with this? Oh, the feint attack is actually sick. It almost charges at me. Unfortunately, the backstep is really, really slow. The rolling attack is a little bit faster. It's just because these enemies are going to be attacking very, very fast, and they're also going to be rolling around all the place or jumping around all the place, so I have to have an idea of what attack from my weapon comes out fastest that I can give them the most trouble with. Okay, low ceiling over here. Oh. Body with the forked greatsword. I just don't see the utility in using heavy bleed weapons. I'm not talking strategically on their part. That is a stone-made manifest. I can hardly complain. It's more on my behalf. There are a lot of heavy weapons that attack quite slowly that have bleed attached to them. I don't understand. Why would you use bleed on that weapon? It just feels like again, all of this comes from no information, so maybe they do get hit by the bleed effect and it's relevant, but it feels like it would just not provide anything. By the time they would get bled, they are probably also dead. At which point, you can take your time in bleeding them. I'm hearing some foreign sounds in the area. Yeah, like that. Oh, hello. Can I go stealthy with this one? Boom! Really? It might just be, you know, I mentioned it a little bit, and I don't want to just be mentioning it way too much, but I have been playing Bloodborne recently. It just seems like a charge attack from behind there with this weapon might have knocked them down. Ah, there you are. Let's also immediately go and spend this stone sword key. I will have a look at the amount of stone sword keys I have, but I imagine I've got like, I was assuming I actually had double digits. And maybe I should consider buying a stone sword key or two next time I see them. I have bought a couple, but also with the amount of exploration I've been doing in the world, I have just been given enough to really go ahead. Nox Mirror Helm. Nox Mirror Helm. Helm fashioned from a crystal looking glass. One among the Eternal City's ritual implements. Easily broken and weak against striking attacks. Worn by those committed to high treason, it wards off the intervention of the Great Will and its vassal fingers. That seems important. I would not be at all surprised if in someone's quest I have to give them that. In fact, I might actually be surprised if I don't. This makes sense, right? Nothing to write home about. Or if you did, they would get a very confused letter back your direction. Okay, so ultimately that is where we want to go. Because that's the lever on the other hand. So, around this corner. Golden rune and goes. Grave glovewood. Hang on. Okay, the range on that attack is definitely pretty killer for it, unfortunately. So none of those adjacent. Hang on. I mean, I guess there's a couple paths I still haven't gone. One of them is dropping down into the pit. Another one of them is... Well, never mind. Another one of them was about to be that, and then we did that, and there was nothing there. So we're now at the point of dropping down into the pit or illusory walls. I've done a couple of checks for illusory walls, and I haven't really found any that... Doesn't even really look like there would be any specifically. Ooh. Can I jump down to that halfway section? Maybe, but I didn't do it. Get him. Absolute thump city. Some hefty beast bones, a little bit more grave glovewood. Just gets back to the main area. I can hear some footsteps though. Oh, another one. Hello. You get some hyper armor on that attack, bud? You want some armor with that hyper armor? Prattling paint, wonderful. I actually like that a lot more than beautiful. Actually also kind of want to get let's get to it on there. I may never actually use these, but at least if I set my intention, I'm closer to it than if I don't. I haven't been rolling drastically at all of these walls, but it seems like if... Yeah, the trim of stone on the bottom wouldn't exist there if it was going to be an illusory wall. So I've just been keeping an eye out for those, because that's the rule I've been taught so far in these. Let's also just take the Flask of Wondrous Physic early, I think. Oh. Get him. And then again. One more time. How do they not see me? Guess they've just got such an incredible pain threshold that even despite the fact they were dying, they were just like, is that a breeze? I kind of wish the blood textures on our character model were a little bit higher res. Like, I almost want to be clean rather than have any blood on my character. What are you guarding here? Page ashes. Give us a little bit more information about them. Page ashes. Spirit of a page who traveled at the side of a noble he served, uses a piercing sword and a crossbow to defend his master. One becomes a page by accident of being born into obscurity. Nothing is asked of ability, talent, or volition. So instead you just have to excel in those of your own volition. So you gotta have the volition first, I guess. That's gonna be the real gate. where a heavy door opened. I also thought I heard a sound from behind us again, but that might just be the ambience of the dungeon. And then I'm pretty sure that... Yes, this is the path to the heavy door. Alright, buddy. Give me all you got. I'll even buff before I go in. Oh. A tree warrior burial watchdog? I think we can do that. You want to attack? Because if I attack first, I'm going to get hit by you. There we go. Uh-oh. This fight's getting real dicey. Cadence Cell Sword Ashes we pick up, as well as the 3.2. Yeah, okay, that makes an appropriate amount of sense there. 3.2 thousand. The Cadence Cell Sword Ashes, spirit of a mercenary belonging to horse riding folk. Skillfully uses a massive blade for dismounting other riders and enhances his already considerable strength with war cries. The Sellswords of Kaiden made their prowess known on countless battlefields. Let's head back out to the entrance. So that was an exceptionally simple catacomb. What did we really get out of that? I get the Nox Mirror Helm is probably the biggest thing. So we know that the weapon that took out we know the weapon that slew the first of the demigods, Godfrey, was a... Wait, am I supposed to still go down? I guess I'll check it. We know that that was forged, or at least we found it most recently in Nokron, and then gave it to Rani. So I'm just going to throw 2 and a couple of them. So we know that location. Just some more Vulgar military there. Don't need them. So that's a little bit of an instigation of, you know, the challenge between the Nox and the Air Tree. Well, not necessarily the Air Tree, right? Because the Air Tree kind of represents light, the Golden Order, the Golden Line, etc., etc. And Nox, dark, obviously. But not even from that angle. The Nox have specific equipment in that mirror helm for being able to defy and blaspheme. Okay. Just filing stuff away again for the future. Yeah, we're following the bead of 2. Which is just north. North and airing towards the east still. Cool. This is some blood rose in the area if I need it. Don't know. Some more pots as well. Some more pots of different varietal. So is it going to be like tombstones down? Actually, I can't even... For real? Oh, yeah, it's tombstones. Is tombstones easier for me on horse or not? It's probably easier on horse. Okay. That one looks like that's a fall. And again. Jarberg. Some smithing... Ooh, that is a great place to get smithing stone 3s. Perfect. Yeah, 3 smithing stones at the same place I know, like, you know, the statue in here as well as the statue that we found out here, and splitting those apart with giant attacks gives you the ability to get a lot of smithing stones really densely. I know a couple other locations that have dense smithing stones. Just, I can imagine the build that has, you know, 5 minutes on the map and it immediately is a level 10 Uchigatana or something like that. Not that I would want to. Immediately. Jarberg. We find a cracked pot there. There's a decent amount of flowers. A lot of flowers, actually. Am I gonna have to... Never mind. Ritual pot? Okay, so we get those here too. And yes, they don't want to fight. Thank you. I mean, I'll steal what they are celebrating, but at least they don't want to fight me. Wouldn't have made sense for Alexander to see me like this in my child murdering mode. If you can't handle me at my child murdering mode, you don't deserve... Wait. You don't deserve me at my demigod handling mode? What, living jar shard? I know of those. I've seen them before. But what do we craft with them? So fragments command a high price due to the magical power locked within. The high price due to the magical power locked within. I almost wish I could search by ingredient. String, drawstring, yeah, that makes sense. Dragon wound. Flame 2, blood boil aromatic. Just create a temporary... Yeah, all of these using FP as well, the spray mists. They might not really be our kind of thing, unfortunately. Well... I guess it depends on how powerful they are. I kind of want to use one of each. Just to see. What if they're sick? What if they're absolutely broken? Have to use bones in the exalted flesh as well. I'm already holding some golden pickle foulfoot. Yeah, I just... Nascent butterflies for dappled white cured meat for temporarily boosting immunity, robustness, and focus. Turtlenecks as well as herba and roa fruit for the pickled turtleneck. Honestly, pickled turtleneck is probably something I should just have on my bar as another buff before the fight kind of situation, because I can easily use those. And then exalted flesh can also go there for that same reason. I don't want to have too good to use syndrome and not use any of those when all of them are available to me and renewable. And not just like annoyingly renewable, like go farm some souls and then purchase them from a merchant. No, like renewable from resources I already have on me that I have very few other ways to use. Like, how far in the game do I want to get before I decide what I'm going to spend them on and decide that finally it's time? Further than I have? Hopefully not. Oh. Another ritual pot for us. More materials for different areas as well. And an NPC I was warned not to miss.
Hello, Cos. What
Oh.
are you doing here? I didn't think anyone knew about this place. Except us jars.
And a comment section.
Ah. Are you going to be the new potentate?
Absolutely.
Gosh. Truly. That's wonderful news. It's not easy being potentate, though. I know. Show me your hands. It's just a little test, cuz. To see if you've got the right stuff. Your skin isn't so smooth, is it? You need slick, slidey hands to be potentate, you know?
Slick, slidey
I'm
hands.
sorry, cuz. What a shame.
Slick, slidey hand.
Don't look so... We can still chat. Come back and visit. Don't look... We can still come
Do
back and visit.
Do I have to wear something specific on my hands? Slick, slidey hands? Hang on. Let's get Blythe's gauntlet back on. Not entirely sure what this jar wants of me. But if at any point in the game I am given slick, slimy hands, I know exactly who needs to see him. Graveyard over here as well for looting. Yeah, of course, none of these are going to be left empty. There's jars, hungry jars nearby. I do really like the idea of the jars as well. I don't know much about how they manifest in the world, really. You know, who created them, what they do as a broad force on the world, all those kinds of things. But I do love the idea of the kind of, like, self-cleaning world. Because, you know, that exists eternally and unmeasurably in ecology. But especially if everyone's dying here constantly, you know, who's cleaning up from time to time? Who's going around and going, you know what? I don't think this body's got any more oomph left in it. I am going to eat it. Alright. Looks like there is nothing else here for us. So you run up through there, jump down through... Well, jump basically down through there, so... Since we've also led up to that artist shack, I think we are fine. White Mask of Vare's over there, but I think that's all about invasions. Another item up here that I couldn't remember how to get. Maybe it was a mausoleum that I knocked down? Can't remember actually what that one means, unfortunately for myself. Are there any other NPCs I need to quickly check back in with? Alexander. Requisite Banal. I don't think so. I think it might actually be time to get back on the path. On the path being basically any entrance to this area. There is also a clear ruin that we've missed up there. And there seems to be a lot more to the perimeter. Oh, Sellen as well! Oh my god. Alright, before I do anything, I'm going to go back to Sellen, just in case Sellen's like, actually, in the capital outskirts, there's Master Herodis? I don't know if that person counts as a master.
My apprentice, I have a favor to ask.
What's that?
The form you see before you is merely a projection. My body lies elsewhere. But the Academy's shackles prevent it being moved. My body is on the Weeping Peninsula at the southern tip of the lands between.
Yes.
Imprisoned in the ruins just down from the Church of Marika. Past the
I know,
plain of
I've
the
seen it there.
Wandering. Can you make the journey to my body? I have something that I can only trust with you. Who could have guessed? What a place to find Master Lusat.
You
You
hinted.
have my gratitude. This is all your work. I am truly pleased to have you as an apprentice. And a kindred
Oh, she's a
spirit.
big softie after all.
This is a mere token of my thanks. Please, take it.
Oh, it's a starlight shot.
This brings us a full step closer. The bodies of Masters, Azure, and Lusat can be admitted to the Academy.
What?
If only I could undo these wretched shackles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
My body is in prison. Can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
make the
so-
key have some...
I found her there already. It's... Yeah, Witchbane. Although weirdly, she's not appearing as being here. Yeah, it really does seem like the Academy is after her. Something fierce. Hey, you got something to say about it? There it is, the tower. I can finally return to our home, bathed in rays of gold. Alright. And Sellen. Oh, frenzy body as well.
My apprentice. Thank you for coming. These shackles take a toll on us all.
It'd be hilarious if this enemy actually managed to bait me into killing her now. Okay, sorry about all of that. Give me a moment here. That'll do. Alright, Sellen.
My apprentice. Thank you for coming. These shackles take a toll on us all. There is something I need you to look after. My primal glintstone. A star has fallen, and my fortunes waver. Someone may come for my life. And so, I entrust it with you, myself.
Accept primal. Ooh, are we gonna take the glintstone out of her hat? Oh god, straight out of the chest cavity. And we just knew it was there? Sellen's primal glintstone. She's still moving.
Thank you, my apprentice. This is my essence. Please, treat it with care. Treat it. What you hold is my very being. Treat it. What you hold.
Okay. So life of mineral makes a lot more sense in this context. Glintstone from within the sorceress Sellen's body, seemingly half alive. Blood vessels are with... Okay, so we bring the biology back into it. In essence, a primal glintstone is a sorcerer's soul. If transplanted into a compatible new body after their original body dies, the sorcerer will rise again. My apprentice, do you think it distasteful? Hey, you know where I know there's another body of Sellen? You know where I know there's another body of Sellen. I am going immediately and directly to Saluvis's Rise. There you are, bud. Probably shouldn't have gone to Rani's chamber, right? It's just higher off the ground than I need to be. By the way, thank you to those of you who leave little hints that make sure that I don't miss out on things that might be particularly interesting, particularly large, particularly fun, or elucidate a lot more about the world to us. Because some of them, I don't know if I would have necessarily done. Like, I don't know if I would have gone back to Sellen, specifically after getting Azor's comet, like picking up that item. I don't know I would have thought of that. Whereas I had found 3 other parts. So 3 other parts? Yeah, 3 other parts of Sellen's future story that I hadn't had the ability to interact with. So a lot of that would have felt like it was... Black Knife Assassin there. A lot of that would have felt like it was undone. Or loose threads, loose ends. Without the hint to go back and check them out. Now I actually don't need to go into the rise. Alright. Should be outside. Where's the entrance to the... Where is the entrance to the creepy, creepy, creepy hole? Is Sleufus's body still just there, hanging out? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's just FP. Making sure I hadn't missed something super important still. Alright. Think it's this one, right? No? Seems like a no, no part down. I thought it was the one closest to Solubis, guaranteed, but it might have just been there was only one in total. This one? Yeah, this looks correct. Okay. And there's the Sellen. Oh. Really? God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go back and tell her, hey, found your body. The thing you asked me to get to you? Yeah, that one. Take this Lucas Rice thing off there. Go back. I didn't think I was gonna need this direction. But that's the solution. It has to be. There's a copy of her body there. What do you? If transplanted into a compatible new body after their original body dies, the sorcerer will rise again. So we can't put her in her projection, because her projection disappeared after we took the glintstone's soul. But we can put her in a puppet. Right? The puppets aren't projections, I would assume. Otherwise, why are they not just spirit ashes? I don't understand this world. Maybe I need to... I actually can't even finish that sentence. I don't know what else would... Maybe you just don't want that body? There's Jarryan, but he's with me at the moment. Fingermaid? Oh! Now I just had to see that Sellen wasn't in the other area. Okay. I don't even have to... Okay. I figured I was gonna have to, like, reverse punch it into the chest.
Just how long has it been? Thank you.
Moments.
You've helped me fill a new body once again, and it's truly a gem. Young and full of vigor, a snug fit for my primal glintstone. Better still, I've shed those awful shackles. Finally, I can return to the Academy to expel the Karian royal family and restore the primeval current, my dear apprentice. I owe this all to you.
Something I'm noticing is her crown is significantly different to how it was in the Witchbane Ruins cellar. In particular, there it looked like there was some corrupted material in the center of it, as well as the top had been destroyed. Here that doesn't exist.
Finally, I can return to the
Return to the Academy. All right. Heard loud and clear. My initial assumption is she'll be at the entrance, waiting for us. I wonder if she would be a summon in some of the fights here, but then why would you not complete this area before Gelmir? I guess, but Gelmir is... Ugh. Okay. She's nowhere around there. I'm gonna try a default entrance. I don't want to have to run through the entire area, but I can generally think of the zones that don't have a bunch of enemies about. And they are also generally near the sites of grace, so they're pretty easy to access as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see her basically right here. Okay, nope. And I'm just going to trust that she wouldn't be in a location that I wouldn't be able to see her. Especially because she said she'll see me here. Like, frankly, that'd be a faux pas to then hide. Nothing around this one. We do actually have the ability just to ascend as well, which could be relevant. Because this will get us to later areas a lot quicker. And also, I think there's like an overlook or two here that would actually make sense for her. Got them both with the dead angles on those shields. So that's back out to the courtyard, which would be one strong position. Not out here. Check out the other side of this one as well. Sure. All right. I'm sorry, Paige. I tried not to kill you. Oh wait, this doesn't go out to the courtyard. Hi, Paige Hood. The unassuming, out of a page selected for special privileges by the noble they serve. Unassuming sack-like appearance befits their unseen and unknown stature. Yeah, I wouldn't have been entirely surprised to see her in here. Seeing as that's where we found one of the rarest of artifacts. Other side of this area doesn't really offer much. Out and across. There's banners up there. Alright. I think it might be back to teleporting time. The debate parlor and the schoolhouse both seem most likely as well now. I mean, schoolhouse most likely probably, but the debate parlor is a very open area. No, evidently not here. Or at least immediately. Excuse me? Ah, damn it. I thought that was someone kneeling around the corner. Oh, Sellen, I'm here to continue your quest. I don't suspect she's going to be down there. Past enemies as well. There's a break in the top there. Didn't even notice this boundary until before. Yeah, there's a break in the top of the windows to the front of this. Let's drop a ping on 1. This is the courtyard, so this is the next largest open area that she could be in. There are enemies here, though, which kind of detracts a little bit from it. Are there safe areas? Yeah, I think there are a couple. I don't know. They seem like safe areas after you clear them out. Yeah, that's not going to be Sellen over there. In the Karian's room as well is another way, I guess? Oh. Yeah. Found our path to the 1, I think. Yeah, I think I'll go check Renala. See if she's just having a frank conversation about it all. Nothing down on the other side. Looks like an item over on this left. And an exit over on the right as well. Some crystal bud there. I don't think we're going to be asked to shatter any of these windows. I think if that was going to happen, they would have prompted us by having us shatter the first one. But even then, I don't think they would have done that because they wanted to use that to direct your attention up here. Hello, chest. Legendary. A Radagon icon. Radagon icon. That's got to be a talisman. There we are. A legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Radagon. Shortens the casting time of sorceries and incantations. That's actually pretty good for us. As the husband of Renala of Caria, the red-haired Radagon studied sorcery. And as the husband of Queen Marika, he studied incantations. Thus did the hero aspire to be complete. When I know I'm going to be using a lot of incantations, I should pop that on just to give it a little bit of a test compared to the other. That is, you know, the casting speed of not having it and the casting speed of having it. Because if, I mean, like if Stone of Garank fires off so much faster, I can't imagine it's going to be so much faster, right? Like it, but it's a legendary. That's, I think, the thing that... Oh, of course, now I gotta go to the schoolhouse. But it's a legendary, right? That's the thing that makes it most likely to be much more powerful than I'd expect. Dumb. The first one was just a warning. Oh, item. And one more. Oh, Sellen? Oh no, this is Tops. Oh no, this is Tops. Tops Spellbearing, the Academy Glintstone Staff, and Tops' Barrier. I mean, I hope you got a little bit of the study done. He was too nice a guy. It had to happen. He reminded me of Arvak. Too nice. Not that Arvak is too nice. He reminded me of Arvak in that he has a Welsh voice and he's nice. But unfortunately, nice people in Dark Souls do not live. So Tops' Spellbearing. Found upon his perished flesh. That's all it really gives you. Then spell is Tops' Barrier. The lifelong pursuit of Tops the Bluntstone. Creates a magic force field that deflects sorceries and incantations, hold to continuously create barriers. Future generations will learn. They will know the foolishness of the sneering sorcerers who ridiculed this theory, little realizing that it was in fact a discovery worthy of a new conspectus of the Academy. It wasn't a Bluntstone after all. I've seen chat for Tops. Last thing was the Academy Glintstone Staff, but that's like a default, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, only a recognized sorcerer can wield it. Be within. Default. Now that we're here, though... I remember reading that dropping down on the bottom of one of these does not actually kill us. Whereas I exited exceptionally early when I came here. See, there's a cliff on that side. You can start seeing things render at the bottom. Ooh! Actually, I can see an item on the far side up there as well. Alright. It doesn't seem survivable. Never mind. We have far higher coefficient of friction than I thought. Hang on. Gotta make my way out of this. Thankfully, these seem a little nerfed. Really? I'm gonna try and go for another grab attack? I just wouldn't have, frankly. Would have thought it rude. Some more glintstone firefly. I imagine these would be a lot more important to me if I was crafting magic-related stuff. Smithing stone 5 as well. Love it. Actually, might have loved getting that a lot earlier. Longtail cat talisman. Grants immunity to fall damage, but does not prevent death from a high fall. A brooch depicting Lacrima, the long-tailed cat. Lacrima features in the Fables of Raya Lucaria, in which she is described as a fairy cat who is fond of playing in the Great Bell Tower. I wonder if that's a hint that... No, because it doesn't prevent any fall damage that would kill. Right, it prevents fall damage, but it doesn't prevent death. Hey! Alright, what are you good at? I feel like this is going to be ashes, right? It only makes sense. Lost Ashes of War. Technically, I think that makes me correct. That's not what I thought it was going to be. But technically, I got it. Sellen. I'll find you yet, Sellen. If it's the last thing I do. Now it's sounding threatening. I'm here to help. Maybe she's here? If I wanted to, at any time, I could just spend one. It's one larval tier. Ooh. Was this back area open before? Yeah, no, it was. So that's Radigan. Interesting. Just want to clap eyes on for a second. Much easier to distinguish now. Nothing around any of these corners for us. Whew. Outside the arena? Maybe. Wait, is that? I thought maybe she was standing in the corner there. Ooh, what? Be summoned to challenge Be summoned to assist sorcerer. Oh. I don't know which of those is correct. They've given me the option. They've left it in my hands. I do want to assist. But I'm not sure if that's the smartest thing to do. That said, I'm a barbarian. I don't always necessarily do the smartest thing to do. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elden Ring. We are going to decide the fate of Sellen and ourselves in the next episode. The series playlist is up in the top left. YouTube recommendation down below. Streaming past the names of people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. That are above the thanks here. And a special thanks this episode to Tristan. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you all next time.